Dollar. Dirt on money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, let's get original crew, man. We're back. We have banned and controversial foods. Now I understand the ban. I think a lot of more food needs to be banned in the U.S. What you think?
Oh yeah.
Most definitely. Are you here with us tonight?
You know I'm here.
Barely.
No, but for real, most definitely do. Like a lot of stuff.
But
especially when you start looking up stuff and you like, this stuff banned here, and here. But why? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
because most of them made here. That's why it does. But
I'm like,
to each his own.
Crazy, bro. But yeah.
But hey, man, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
Hey Majors, so I'd like to start off with a little biology lesson. When a species finds itself living on an island, it can start to evolve in strange ways based on the different pressures applied by the new environment. This is called island syndrome, and while it can manifest in a lot of ways, the biggest driving force is often a lack of predators. For example, the dodo lost its ability to fly since there was nothing to flee from. The Saint Kilda field mouse got twice as big since it no longer had to hide. And with no one around to bully them, the Sardinians started putting maggots in their cheese. Meet kazumarzu, literal translation, rotten cheese. It's made by taking a perfectly good wheel of pecorino and letting a special type of fly lay eggs in it. The fly babies then work to partially digest the cheese, rendering it goopy and wet and maybe quite tasty and worm-filled. Now, cheese as a concept is already quite suspect. It's clotted milk that you fill with bacteria and mold and let sit for a while. But cheese is safe and delicious. Cheese is my friend. I trust cheese.
You know.
So y'all, so everybody ought to just eat blue cheese. It's already, they be like, I don't want that molded ass cheese. You eating cheese.
It's a mind thing.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, you already nasty.
You know how cheese,
cheese is already old aged ass
but
shit.
it's the thing where I don't want to see it.
And
I don't want to
aged
hear
cheese,
about it.
And then aged cheese is always even better.
Just let me eat it in peace.
The older the cheese is, the better it is. Because they be like, man, that good cheese, 6 months and older.
But it looks good.
Aged
It tastes
cheese.
good.
Age.
You know what I'm saying?
Blue cheese is good.
But it's the look for me. I said, I don't want to see it.
Blue cheese is still good. It's just blue.
I don't
got
like.
a little blue to it. Got a little darkness to it.
Little tint.
Little tint.
And then it's white too. I don't like that. Nah.
Okay, it's black and white like a sheet of paper. Black and white sheet of paper. That's
that
what blue
ain't
cheese.
The same. I'm not eating the paper. Okay.
It's controversial.
Now, cheese as a concept is already quite suspect. It's clotted milk that you fill with bacteria and mold and let sit for a while. But cheese is safe and delicious. Cheese is my friend. I trust cheese. So my guard would be down around kazumarzu. I've learned to look past a cheese's childhood. Strange upbringings are what give them their character. But it turns out, those maggots are still alive. And if you don't chew well enough, they can cause enteric myiasis, which is a fancy term for fly larvae living in your intestines.
Damn.
Symptoms are similar to food poisoning, except with the added psychic pain of knowing that, again, your bowels are full of squiggly new friends. It's for this reason that kazumarzu is banned in the EU and elsewhere. A black market still exists, which is wild, and it's not a small one. In 2019, the illicit kazumarzu trade was estimated to be worth 2 to 3 million euros annually. Personally, I would just do it prohibition style, like definitely don't put these fly eggs on this sumptuous wheel of pecorino. But if you do, you absolutely shouldn't keep it warm and damp for a week. But although it's traditional to leave the larvae alive when you eat your mag and cheese, some consumers still prefer them dead, shockingly. In that case, one puts the cheese in a sealed bag, and when the maggots run out of oxygen, they writhe around and fling themselves all over the place. This is heard as a distinct pitter-patter against the walls of the bag, and when the sound stops, the contents are ready to eat, like popcorn. Shark fin soup is one most of us have heard about already, mostly in reference.
So they just cut off their oxygen supply. Damn. Would you try it then?
I would never.
I ain't gonna lie, that was some one. Remember, we had looked around for it at one point, not knowing that it was actually banned when we first heard about it.
But not to eat it.
No, we was just like, I just want to see it. But that's when we first initially heard about it, And when we first initially heard about it, it didn't say that it was banned. So we was like, damn, you can really go
It
to
did say it, did it?
No, not when we first. That was what, 2-3 years ago when we
Yeah.
first heard about it. And they never said it was banned. So we literally said,
It was like looking.
wonder if you can actually go find it. We ain't like asking nobody. We was just like, check out. Just checking out cheese. Just checking out cheese. Don't bother me. Just checking out cheese.
To its effect on shark populations and the wastefulness that goes into making it. Until recently, though, I never looked into the nature of the dish itself. I figured, right, the fins are just the only part of the shark worth eating. Big whoop, it's probably not much different from, like, swordfish. Apparently, though, I had it backwards. Shark fins aren't even meat. They're made almost entirely of cartilage and collagen. They are the last part we should be eating. That's why it's only made into soup, because without being soaked in broth, it has zero flavor or nutritional value on its own. Their only
what's the
redeeming
purpose?
quality is their unique mouthfeel due to how stringily the collagen grows, in structures called ceratotrichia. The texture has been described as somewhere between chewy and crunchy, which I find describes most things, actually. Other adjectives present on Wikipedia include snappy, gelatinous, and sinewy. The exact sensation of eating this substance remains a mystery to me, and the unintended side effect of all this research is that I now really want to try it. Like, it's a big trade. I've got to be the one that's wrong. There is imitation shark fin soup available, but I've already decided that it's not nearly as good. So I've come up with a compromise to this controversy. Everyone on Earth gets just one bite. Say there's 10 bites to a fin, 4 fins to a shark, 200 million sharks die, sure, a necessary casualty, but then we can end the practice forever. All done. You can finally rest, Mr.
So what's the purpose if it like, is it aphrodisiac? Just some boozy ass shit? Said, yeah, I got that shark fin. Got that shark fin. Got that fin soup.
What order you asking? What's the purpose? Because of what?
Eating the shark fin.
Because of what?
Like, what is the purpose? There's no purpose. Is it just some rich ass shit? You get what I'm saying?
Well, I'm
is
saying,
it a
are
rich
you saying?
flex?
Okay.
It has no nutritional. It doesn't taste like shit.
But does it not taste like anything before you soak it in a broth?
Bro,
I mean, no.
still-
It tastes like it doesn't taste like anything before you soak it.
Yeah.
But after you soak it,
It's still.
and then you
it
jazz
just-
it up, put some, you know.
Well, you know what? Just eat the fucking broth. It's still.
Maybe maybe people like the texture.
I said
of
it has to. I said honestly, it has to be some rich flex.
I mean, would you ever try it?
Hell no. Cause then, how much y'all charge it? You know how dangerous that is to get a shark fin?
After they soak it and stuff in.
I said how to get it.
Oh, to get it.
Shark
yeah.
bite. Like, it's dangerous.
I would never try it, you know, but
I'm just
to each his
saying.
own. I'm just saying. Oh, sorry.
No,
You be quick with it.
Just.
Or a necessary casualty, but then we can end the practice forever. All done. You can finally rest, Mr. Ming. Come here, baby. Aw. Aki. What? Aki. Where? Aki. The aki is a fruit originally from West
I've seen
Africa,
it.
which is most commonly associated with Jamaican cuisine, where it appears in such dishes as aki and saltfish. These alien kidneys here are called the arils, and they're the only part of the fruit that's actually eaten. Their flavor is on the savory side, being described as kinda nutty or bean-like. What makes the aki controversial, though, is the effects it can cause when prepared improperly. If the arils are allowed to completely ripen, they're harmless, but if you eat them too early, or don't thoroughly clean off all the non-aril stuff, they can cause Jamaican vomiting sickness. This disease doesn't sound real, it sounds like it belongs next to Eastern sweats and Tangerian bone grindings, but that's actually an official term, and as for symptoms, it does what it says on the tin. Plus maybe death. While aki-based products aren't outright illegal in the United States, they are very tightly regulated, and the raw fruit itself cannot be imported. So if you're American and want to try it, your options are fully cooked canned aki or going to Florida where a few people grow it domestically. Next we have bird's nest soup. This is another one that I've
Did you try that? No. Just say no.
I just the only reason.
Just out of respect to you, just say no.
No. Listen, it ain't got nothing to do with that. What I was about to say, I would try it, but then at the same time, I'm just like the way I am. My luck is bad, and I just feel like I get the short end of the stick, and somebody didn't prepare it right or didn't clean it right, and then I'm the one sick or the one dying. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to go out and be like, hey, what you here for? I ate some ackee.
What's ackee?
And then I gotta explain
that little
what
motherfucker
the
that look
ackee
like a bean.
is. They was like, what?
So why would you eat that?
No one,
Somebody-
I don't. I ain't got time
You'll
for
be
it.
in the line. Thou should not judge. You going to hell. You judge me because I ate some. It was supposed to be edible.
I could just get the can.
Heard of, and for years I just assumed the name was a playful metaphor like ants on a log or shit on a shingle. Turns out, nope, this dish contains an actual bird nest, not like a pile of twigs like I was picturing, but rather a specific type of nest only made by certain species of swiftlets. These nests are mostly made out of mucins, which are a set of proteins that, among other things, serve to thicken all those wonderful secretions our bodies make. There's a little bit in human saliva, a little bit more in mucus, and in swiftlet saliva, look out, pal. So all the swiftlet does is it finds a nice wall, starts laying out fat strings of slobber, which dry, and eventually she's got a nice place to roost. That is, right up until some gourmand says,
Today I crave bird spit. You can keep the eggs though.
And they then reconstitute it back into its original gelatinous texture. Unfortunately, these nests can't enter the US since, believe it or not, eating bird saliva is a great way to catch bird flu. And now the time has come to speak of the...
No dumb shit.
Like, what? The fact that this is banned and the fact that this is a whole... Who was doing this? Who thought that this was a great idea?
I ain't gonna hold you. That dude sound like some foreign shit, though.
Like, who? And they right mind was
It's
like...
foreign.
Hey,
It's some foreign shit.
Let me go.
They gotta survive. Some places, they just gotta survive.
I just never heard of it.
It ain't
That's
they
all
fault.
I'm saying. I ain't say it was their fault.
It ain't my fault.
I just said I never, this is my first time ever hearing of this one.
Yeah.
Just personally.
Good facts.
Eating bird saliva is a great way to catch bird flu. And now the time has come to speak of the ortolan. The ortolan is a kind of bunting, which is a sort of passerine, which is a type of bird. They're birds. Like many animals, they have a long history of being eaten by the French. But what separates the ortolan from your average squab or pheasant is the unique way in which it is prepared and eaten. They're typically caught with nets and kept in the dark, which causes them to overeat for some reason. Once it's about twice as fat, the entire bird is then thrown into a container of brandy, alive, and sealed in. While this serves to marinate the creature, it also drowns in the process, thereby killing one bird with no stones. The ortolan is then roasted, plucked, and presented whole to the consumer, who inserts the carcass into their mouth, feet first. As they chew, one hand continues holding the bird's head, while the other picks out the larger bones. This whole ritual is usually performed with a towel or large napkin over one's head. There's a few explanations for the purpose of the towel. Some say it's just there to keep the aromas in, while others say it's there to, quote, shield from God's eyes the shame of such a decadent and disgraceful act. Yeah, this one I'm okay with not trying, actually. Notable fans of this dish include, not joking, Bill Cosby and the guy who invented the lobotomy. To be part of that social club. Our mission is to eat birds whole and then make people not remember things. Killing ortolans was banned across the EU in 2007. Not for any ethical reason, but because French people did this so much that the entire ortolan population was threatened. Thankfully, as of 2018, their conservation status is under least concern, so hopefully the French can get back to it soon. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Till next time, I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
I mean, damn, see?
That's my first time. You learn something new every day. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
so what
can you say that's weird? Because we eat birds. We eat chicken. Chicken is technically a bird, right?
Yeah.
We eat turkeys. Turkey is technically a bird, right?
Yeah, it's a bird.
All right, so we can't crucify them for eating they birds.
Crucifying them. It was just.
But it's the way y'all.
It was just okay.
But well, they talk about the way we kill our birds.
I don't kill no birds.
Poof, poof. They were like, why y'all like it? So you know what I'm saying? They like, at least we get them drunk. At least they can leave happy. Y'all catch a blindside and boom, they just minding their business.
The only thing I was thinking of is what about all the nets in the stomach? Like
that is true.
That's the only thing I was like, I don't like those things. You know what I'm saying? When soon he said that, I said, oh my God.
You like that's already
like You know, but hey, I ain't judging.
Can't judge. Dang.
I wouldn't dare. Who am I?
Who am I? Pity Papa.
That's what I use.
Hey man, y'all spend myself. If you had to choose one to eat, which one would you choose?
If I had to choose one to eat, which one would I choose? Dang. It remind me of all the ones. You had the cheese, you had the shark, you had
Aki.
I'll choose Aki.
Okay, you going with the ackee?
I choose ackee because I can do the canned ones. And the canned ones are already cooked and fully cooked.
Bird nest soup.
No, I do the ackee.
Eating birds.
The only one is the ackee.
Nah, I do shark fin.
You wouldn't.
Because I don't eat beans at all. And it says it's more bean-like texture.
It said nutty.
Nutty bean-like texture? No, you know me.
I like beans.
You
Not
know
all
me.
type
So
of
soon as I put it in my mouth, it's going straight back out. And everything else in me.
Okay, I didn't need to know all that.
And I'll be down for about 2 hours.
You know the time.
Yeah, about 2 hours.
You
I'm
know the
down.
time.
Mood,
Okay.
stomach, everything mentally. If it's beans,
That's sad. Oh.
And it could just be the taste of beans in something else that gets on my stuff, and I could taste it. And it just be
You ain't had no good beans before.
I ain't never had beans before.
Well,
I'm talking about.
You don't like it.
Well, I have. I done had the taste in my mouth.
From who?
Bean
Where
taste.
you had it from?
Multiple different places. Then my sister tried to read me back in the day with Taco Bell. So I'm like, nah, them nachos they got beans on it. She had one with beans. She had one without beans. They were like, we gonna give them the one with beans.
I think that is a little different because a lot of people don't like that. But you
never
never
my mama
had
had baked beans. One fucking with it.
Maybe one prepared right.
See, I don't even like green beans because it's the mushy consistency.
Green beans don't have to be mushy.
See. Just let me.
I never had any mushy.
And then you know how baked beans have that little extra juice. I had the little extra juice get on my food before.
Good.
And I was like, all right, it's cool, whatever. It's just the extra juice. I ate whatever it was, and I still taste the beans. I said, oh my God, and I threw up.
It's a mental thing.
No, it ain't no mental thing. Every time I get a sip or whiff, or I even get a smell of.
Okay.
But I would do the fin. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little fin. You know what I'm saying? A little shark fin. I was just.
A little fin.
I just sip on a broth.
Well, you might as well just do raw.
It might be salty though. Salt from the. Yeah. Y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it down below. But as always, I do go by the name DJ Kid. This is
Here Nicole.
We are.
Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.